This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. Okay, so I think Jack Gardiner, one of my favourite players, incredible improviser, incredible writer, incredible guitarist, young as well, lots to be jealous of. I saw this video that he put up about I'm Gonna Miss This Guitar. It was him playing an Ibanez Tom Quayle model. And there was this bit that you start with. Call you back, babe. I'm just trying to teach some selective picking.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
And yeah, so selective picking is how it starts. So I'm going to show you this. I asked Jack if he was okay if I broke this down, and he said yes. So it's either too awkward for him to say no, or he doesn't actually mind. So selective picking, I've done a couple of lessons on this. Ben Eller also has some lessons. I think Tosin is probably the guy that you've heard of that might have done this the most. But the idea is that for this particular thing, we're going to be playing a B flat major 7 kind of shape. So get this under your fingers first. So, or B flat major 9, sorry. So we're going to start here, the 6th fret on the E string, 10th fret on the E string, the 8th fret on the A string, 7th fret on the D string, 10th fret on the D string. And what you're going to be doing is hammering on from nowhere and then picking down up. And if this is your first time experimenting with this as a concept, spend loads of time doing this nice and slowly. And what I've been doing is just kind of playing this along with tunes at whatever tempo, and you can kind of play it in any subdivision as well. So what I think Jack was doing is actually starting not on beat 1. So if we were to start it on beat 1, I think we'd start off with a hammer on the 6th fret. And you'd get that. So you'd hammer on the 6th fret, up to a hammer on the 10th fret, and then double pick, like that, and then you want to pull off, and then hammer on the 10th fret, and hammer on the 7th fret, and then our pick. So you get pick, pick, pick. And that, as an idea, is super, super fun, I think. So just again, slowly, you're going to go hammer, hammer, pick, pick, hammer, 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 pick, pick, hammer, hammer. And I think what he does is he just starts the actual phrase up here with without playing that B flat. But yeah, try that super slow. And what I thought was, why don't we take that idea and kind of run with it a little bit? So that's a major 9, right? Shape. What if we took a minor 9? So I'm hearing that as like chord 4. we could take up to chord 6, so I'd be hearing that as being in F major, chord 4. A D minor would be our chord 6. So you could try and play it like this. So 10th fret is where this is going to belong. So 10, 13, 12, 10, 14, and take that same kind of concept, hammer, hammer, pick, pick, hammer, 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 hammer. And I was finding it possibly easier to try and keep your fingering roughly similar. So for the 2 hammers, try and keep like pinky. But it's new to me, so yeah, you could go like this. And then you could maybe even go down to this G minor. Or even move around in minor thirds with the major 9. And that could sound quite cool too. And don't forget, you could do this as well. And, you know, move it around onto other string sets in that kind of way. But I thought it was a really cool kind of selective picking arpeggio. So super challenging, so do it slowly. And then another thing that he did that I caught my ear was this, which is, you could think of that as like a B flat with a sharp 5. So like a B flat 7 there, because we've got the major 7. And I'm hearing that as being part of the G melodic minor. Kind of tonality. And what that made me think was that any time that I now see like an altered chord, I can apply, built from the 3rd, this arpeggio. So say I had a G altered chord, the 3rd of the scale would be here, or 3rd of the chord. This would be here. And I could do that, right? So I'm going to do a bit more in that kind of way. And that was not an arpeggio that I've actually played before. So just slowly, I'm going to be going 6th fret B flat, the major 7 A on the 5th fret, back up, and then to the 3rd on the 5th fret, then to the sharp 5 on the 9th fret, then to the major 7 on the 7th fret, to the tonic or the root on the 6th fret, then 3rd on the 7th fret, sharp 5 there on the 11th fret, major 7 there on the 10th fret, the 11th fret for our root again, 3rd on the 10th, and then our sharp 5 on the 14th, and then we get our major 7 there again on the 17th fret. So what I'm going to be doing is trying to take that around into different places. So if I was playing in D, for example, or D altered, I could build this from the F sharp and run out of frets. Or, you know. you know, try and figure out ways that you can use this. If I was playing in D minor, I'd have this A altered here, so I could play from the 3rd, here the C sharp, and then resolve to D minor. So A altered, I'm going to be thinking about a C sharp, but that's another really cool thing that jumped out at me from that video from Jack. I'm going to maybe look at a bit more of the video because I'm pretty sure everything he plays is a form of gold. But that was just 2 things that jumped out at me. First of all, that selective picking. Which logically I thought we should take that to some other places. And then also that major 7 sharp 5 arpeggio. But yeah, super fun. I will put up the tabs on Patreon, and I'm going to put together a little introduction which is going to take that selective picking around, and I'll see if I can actually play it, and I'll put up the backing track for that as well on the tabs. Thanks to Jack Gardiner for the inspiration, and go check out his channel. You'll love it, obviously, and I'll catch you in another video soon. Cheers!